Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be going through all of the stuff that I just got at Ulta. Ulta is like one of my favorite places to shop. I just love that they have such a wide selection of items, especially that they have high-end makeup and drugstore makeup all under the same roof. It's very, very convenient for somebody like me who has been doing a lot of drugstore makeup shopping lately. So this is kind of going to be like a summer haul, stuff that I like to use in the summertime. I mean, it could be any time, but stuff that I specifically like to use in the summer. So I have a lot of exciting stuff in here. Some of the stuff is stuff that I'm just refilling on, and some of it is just new stuff that I've never even tried before. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first two products that I got are both hair products, and a lot of you guys have been asking me what I use on my hair. What do I use to take care of my hair? Because I guess my hair looks like kind of healthy. I mean, my hair is healthy considering how much it's been bleached, I guess. But it's definitely like it's dry. I have a lot of breakage just because of all the bleaching that's been going on over the past couple years. But I do use certain products to make sure that my hair stays healthy. And I think the main thing that helps to keep my hair healthy is just shampoo and conditioner. This is the stuff that I've been using for the past couple years. I've talked about this in probably like 4 videos. And I just keep repurchasing it because it's what I use. And this is the Bedhead Urban Antidotes Resurrection shampoo and conditioner. So it's meant for weak, brittle hair that needs an intervention, aka my hair. I have tried so many other shampoos. I've tried like sample shampoos. I've tried like really expensive shampoo and conditioners, and this one is like the only one. I'm like doing curls with them right now. This one's like the only one where after I get out of the shower, I feel like I could brush my hair without putting anything else in it. A lot of other times I'll use shampoo and conditioners and I just like, my hair is just breaking like crazy. It's just not as silky smooth. This has really been like my absolute favorite shampoo and conditioner for the past couple years. I haven't switched. I've tried other things, but this one's still my favorite. All right, so the next couple items that I got are from the brand Sun Bum. And as you can tell, I already used this a lot. This is the Sun Bum Sunscreen SPF 50. So I don't actually like tan in the sun anymore, obviously. I haven't really been in the sun in the past few years, to be honest, but I just decided I'm not going to try and get myself tan in the sun anymore. That's why I switched to just using self-tanner. Just that way I can protect my skin, and I don't want to like harm my skin, and I don't want to damage it. So I decided to wear SPF all the time pretty much. So I got the Sun Bum SPF 50. I mean, the packaging on it really did catch me because it's very cute, and it has like this little angry monkey on it. But I used this over the past weekend. I got a new sunscreen because I went to Palm Springs this past weekend with John for our anniversary, which was really relaxing and it was very nice, but it was also the desert, so it was very hot. You definitely want to wear sunscreen since I was out in the sun, like at the pool and stuff. So we used this past weekend. I mean, it's sunscreen. I don't really know how else to like review sunscreen. I mean, I didn't get a sunburn, so I think, you know, obviously it worked. So the main reason I went to the Sun Bum section was to pick this stuff up. This is the Beach Formula Sea Spray. Desi raved about this product, and she had like really awesome beachy hair going on for a while. So I decided I wanted to try a new salt spray, so I use this one, and I do really, really like it. It has a great light kind of like tropical scent to it. It's not too heavy because normally I would kind of be like, I don't know about that, but it was pretty nice. So I did use it in my hair the day we went to Palm Springs, and a lot of you guys asked for a tutorial on that hair actually because it was just like one bend in my hair and it was very messy and like very texturized compared to like when I do like softer curls. So what I did that day was I just put a bend in my hair with a wand, and then I sprayed some of this kind of in the bottom, and then I like scrunched up the ends a little and just used my blow dryer to dry it more wavy, and it did work really well. So I definitely like this stuff. I'm going to keep using it, and I do plan on doing a tutorial for that hair where it was kind of like just a bend. I don't know what to call it because it's not like beach waves, it's more like just a bend. That's really all it is. Okay, next thing, I'm just gonna stay with hair since I'm kind of doing hair stuff right now. This is a teasing comb. So this is just, it's called the Amped Up by Cricut teasing brush. So whenever I'm buying a teasing brush, I just like to make sure that it's like the really thick bristles. Sometimes they use bristles that are too thin and it doesn't tease it like you really want it to be teased. So that's why I got this one. And then of course it's always nice to have a really pointy tip on it so that way you can like do the parting or whatever you need to do. I need to have a teasing comb. So I have very like flat, fine hair. So it really helps to have a teasing comb, especially if I want to wear my hair extensions. I always tease a little bit just that way I have something to clip it into because my hair is like really, really silky, especially by my scalp when it doesn't have any product in it. So like right now, my hair is just blow dried, and I just ran a straightener through it really quick just to make it not so frizzy at the ends. But for the most part, I mean, this is what my hair is like. It takes a lot to add texture and volume to it. So that's why I like to add texturizing spray, salt spray, and use a teasing comb and or hair extensions. Sometimes I skip the hair extensions because it takes too long and I get too hot when I'm trying to style my hair. And these are incredibly inexpensive. I always like to have at least a couple. Anyway, so the next few things that I got are makeup brushes, and this first one is from the brand EcoTools. So I've heard a lot of great things about this brand. I've never actually tried it before, so I thought I'd give it a try. This is the Stippling brush, and it looks like this right here. Has this nice bamboo handle, and it's got a really nice feel to it. I feel like I would apply foundation with this if I wanted to do like a lighter wear foundation, or I mean, if I did wear BB creams, I would say I would apply this with a BB cream. But I just feel like this is a really great, flawless kind of application brush. You guys probably already know I'm obsessed with like duo fiber brushes, but I also love brushes like this that have like more of a stippling effect to it. It just always adds like a really nice finishing touch to your foundation or whatever you might be doing. I would even do like a little highlighting with this, you know, for a more dense highlight. Not that I need a highlight any more dense than what I already do. And then the next thing that I got is the Real Techniques, why did I say that weird? Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I love my beauty blender, but my dog ate 2 of them. I was very upset. So we were packing up for my trip and I was like,
John, where are my beauty blenders at?
And he was like,
oh, is that all the pink stuff I found on the floor?
my sister-in-law told me really, really great things about this sponge. She said she actually likes it more than her beauty blender now, so I'm kind of excited to try it out. I also like that it has this side to it that's kind of like a unique shape. This is like for right here. What do you guys use this side for? I mean, I definitely am very intrigued by it, but I don't know exactly what I would use it for. Anyway, it feels really good. It feels like a very similar texture to the beauty blender. I could put like a winged eyeliner on with this. Next thing I have are a few more brushes, and I feel like having duo fiber or like stippling brushes are the perfect type of brushes to have for summer, just because it does a lighter, kind of more flawless application. So this is the Real Techniques Duo Fiber Collection. I love duo fiber brushes. There's just something very special about them that I love. I love that it gives a really light application of product, and it also gives a really flawless application. So I always use duo fiber when I am buffing out concealer under my eye, if I'm not using a sponge, or if I'm applying like highlighter to my cheekbone, or if I'm applying like a sheer setting powder to my face. I always like to use a duo fiber brush just because it really delivers a light, flawless application. So this is the duo fiber face brush. And so these are kind of cool because they actually have a very long, what is that? The duo part? The second fiber, the white fiber, is a lot longer than what other duo fiber brushes have. A lot of them have a much shorter white fiber on it, so it tends to give a more dense application. But this one has a pretty long white, the second fiber in the brush. So I feel like it's gonna deliver a much more flawless and light application. So this would be really great for like a sheer setting powder, or even if you're just touching up makeup throughout the day. So I could see myself using this to just buff out around this area if I'm getting oily. So this one is the duo fiber contour brush, and to most people this probably doesn't look like a good contour brush to use. But now that this whole, you know, strobing technique, which is really just highlighting with a different name, is kind of trending right now, it's making a lot of people want to contour less and just focus, oh my god, I just spit all over. It's making people want to contour a little bit less and just focus more on highlighting and making like a healthier looking glow to the skin. I mean, I don't want to ditch contour altogether, but like if I'm doing this area right here, I don't like to use those really narrow flat brushes that like do a serious chiseling action. I would definitely use this just to add a nice light contour towards the cheekbone. Oh, that is really nice. And then this last brush that I have, which is so cute, this is the Duo Fiber Eye Brush. So this one's kind of interesting because the Duo Fiber, the white tips are really, they seem really long for the size of this brush. So I'm not totally sure what I would use this for. Maybe for buffing out or blending out. Ooh, it feels nice. This one would be good if you just wanted something to buff out like your crease, or you kind of wanted to blend everything together. This would be a good one. I could also even see using this under the eye area to buff out concealer. I just feel like there's so many different ways that you can use dual fiber brushes, so I like to have as many as I possibly can because I'm a low-key hoarder. All right, so the next item that I have, and I am like by no means a perfume person. I can appreciate a perfume, but I'm not one to like have a whole like desk full or drawer or whatever you put those in of perfumes. I have one that I've had for a few years now. It's the Aqua di Gio, or Aqua di Joa the female version of Aqua di Gio. You know what I'm talking about. I don't really go through scents often. I've had like 3 over my whole life. And I decided that I wanted to try something a little bit lighter, something a little bit more fresh for summer. So I decided to pick up, and I only got a Rollerball because I don't feel like I need the full size one. You know what I mean? So this is the Versace Bright Crystal, this guy right here. So I just got a little Rollerball, which I feel like is perfect for me because I've had like the same perfume bottle for like almost 2 years now. But what I love about this scent is that it's very light, it's very fresh. I mean, if I don't know how to describe colors, I sure as hell do not know how to describe scents or fragrances. I typically like to stay away from, I mean, I was gonna say I like to stay away from overly floral fragrances, but who knows, this could be like super florally and I just don't know it. But this just smells really fresh, it smells really light, it smells clean. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to makeup products. I wanted to try out a new brand that I've been hearing a lot of good things about, and this is Gellar. So I got 3 products. I mean, I'm just going to talk about the one that everybody wants to hear about, probably. This is the Gellar Gelato Swirl Illuminator, and this is in the color Gilded Honey. I've been hearing so much stuff about this, like on Instagram, just about people loving it. They say it's very similar to Whisper of Guilt by MAC, which isn't out anymore. I was never super attracted to Whisper of Guilt. I never felt like I wanted it that bad just because I thought like intense gold highlighters wouldn't look that good on me because my skin is too fair. I always thought that it was meant for somebody with more tan or deep skin tone. I thought it would complement their skin better than it would with mine. So I was never that like interested in it. I didn't want it that, I mean, I wanted it just because I couldn't get it. But other than that, I didn't really want it that bad. But I decided to try this one out because I was hearing so many good things about it, and I am wearing it today. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with it. It definitely does have like a nice gold reflection to it, but it's not overly gold. Like when I swatched it, I felt like it was really gold. So here's a swatch of it right here. You can kind of see it. You guys know I like to do swatches with my phone. I like to show you shimmer stuff with my phone because I feel like you can see it better, right? I feel like that shows it off better than just this light that I have right here. And is that good? And here, oh, that's good. So there it is on the back of my hand. So that is Gilded Honey. So after I picked out the Gilded Honey one, I was like creeping on the other one, like, do I need it? Yes, I decided yes, I did need it. So I did pick it up. This is the color Ballerina, and this I believe they described as like a rose, soft rose gold color. So I haven't actually worn this one yet, but okay, so there is the rose gold Ballerina color next to it. It definitely feels more like a peachy kind of color to me. Why am I making this weird? And when I was in the Gellar section, I also decided I wanted a blush. So this is the Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in the color Cantaloupe. I feel like if you had like Luminoso and you just turned up the saturation a lot, then you would have this one right here. I think it's a matte blush. It's either a matte or a satin, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any like sheen to it like this one. And then the last thing that I got was a Tarte concealer. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and you know I'm always thirsty for more concealers. That's right. Love me some concealer. So this is the Tarte, I don't know how to say the Maracuja? The Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I'm just going to call it that. But you know the M word is in there. This is in the color Light. So this is supposed to be a creaseless, full coverage, waterproof concealer. So I really wanted to try out this concealer just because I've heard so many good things about it. I got this specifically for my under eyes. That's some full coverage right there. Let me tell you that right now. So this kind of reminds me, like the texture of it reminds me a little bit of like the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. It's not quite as like gummy. You know, that's how I kind of describe the IT Cosmetics one. Even though I love it, it's a little bit gummy. Not like thick, like a whipped texture, but a little bit more gummy. This one's not that gummy, but it's definitely got a similar feeling to it on the skin. It's a little bit more sticky. But so far, it looks pretty good. I think this is going to do a really great job covering my Skeletor under eye circles that I have, that you guys see every morning on Snapchat. But I feel like they are starting to get a little bit better with that stuff that I've been using, that I told you guys about, the Murad Rapid Collagen stuff. I feel like they're not quite as hollow. Maybe it's just in my head. I don't know. All right, so that wraps up everything from my summer Ulta haul. Make sure you guys let me know what your favorite products are if you use anything that I got, and let me know if you've tried out anything that I've gotten in my haul so that way I can see what you guys think about it. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Show off that body.